Hello, trading is closed on October 28th. I'm going to have to make this quick today because I want to watch the debate. Yesterday I said there was a MEJT target of 2060.34. I said I would expect it to print even if we had the gap up. Well, we gapped up. We came close to having it print, but close isn't good enough, so we have to add this to our list of failed MEJT targets. I said I wanted a gap outside of the day's range. You have to go to futures because of the way the S&P opens. The high in futures yesterday, I guess, was 2063.75, and the opening today we were 2063.50, and we promptly went up to 2065.75. That's close enough for me, but if somebody wants to call it a miss, that's fine. Early on the day, we had an ultimate sell from the MEJT system. Here's the white dot. The minimum was hit immediately, but almost always we get more than the minimum. There was an ultimate sell signal in the afternoon. It was hit immediately, but almost always we get more than the minimum. MEJT said this rally was a false move. We then got more than the minimums on each of these, but it also said the drop was a false move, and that on or after this time, prices would return to this price, which they did. In going for the 2060.34 target, I said it would be a far more favorable trade if we printed 2075 and change first. That's around here, and although it wasn't a perfect call for a top, there certainly was profit in it, even though we didn't hit the price I wanted. We had a number of interesting signals today. We had a sequential sell on the 30-minute chart. I think we have traded over the stop loss. And unless we have a gap down tomorrow, that's pretty positive, because these things, when they fail, tend to fail in a big way. We also had a combo sell on the half-day chart. That one has not violated its stop loss. When you have a sequential and a combo with a long trading period per bar, that's usually a pretty good sell signal and usually works. So that's in conflict unless we gap down. We had, I showed this a few days ago, we finally had bars 12 and 13 of the combo sell, but I think we've gone past the stop loss unless we gap down and don't trade over this close and validate the move. Gapping down tomorrow is actually the most likely thing to happen. We have a wall into the close. We also have a Hobson close right at the high of the day. Typically these lead to a gap down. In general, I think today's action is positive, unless we gap down sharply and invalidate it quickly. Going against that is the typical three-leg whipsaw after the Fed makes its announcement. The announcement was here. We dropped 21 handles. Typically, we then move over 21 handles past the point of the announcement, which would put us around 21.05 plus, and then we drop and we undercut this low, and the initial move after the announcement typically telegraphs the direction of the next move of the market. It's possible for this move up to 21.05 and change can stop a bit short, but this would be quite a bit short and not part of the routine. I think in general we have a good chance to gap down tomorrow, but unless we gap down and have a strong move lower, I think today's action is positive and we're probably going up. But if we do have a gap down and hold it and keep dropping and go under this low, we have all we need for a top that lasts a lot longer than a day or two. And so it'll be important to see if tomorrow's presumed early gap down has legs or not. If that doesn't happen, I think we're going up, and there's even a possibility we hit new all-time highs, even though I said earlier I didn't think that was going to happen. And that's today's call.